Do you hear that sound? It's the sound of Christmas on its way. We are one day closer to Christmas. Well, I was going to ask Alexa a question, but I know you had a question for her first. So. Well, I do. Alexa, when is it too early to celebrate Christmas?
This might answer your question. Christmas will be on Friday, December 25th, 2020.
Thank you, Alexa. It didn't, though. That didn't. It didn't, though. I think I read her subtext, and her subtext was definitely, it's never too early. I feel like there's a little sass to that. This might answer your question. Always is. I'm trying really hard to hide my haircut. I'm going to show you. I will do a big reveal, but first. Oh, for those who don't know, who don't, on Instagram yesterday, Allison posted a story, her perspective, where she was getting I was giving her a haircut, a COVID cut. The first time I've cut anyone's hair. And since I was 4 years old, I did cuss. But I'm just gonna. No, I can't. No, you can do this. We're doing it in one take. Sid, we're doing it in one take. We can do this. We can do this. Wait, Sid, trust me. Trust me. We can do this in one take. We're being strong. We're trying so hard not to edit ourselves. Sid, don't get in your head. Here. Join us for our first guest. Trust me. It's not us. It's Alexis. It's thrown me so far off. I know. Roll with it. Today, before you see the reveal of the COVID cut. No, I do want to say, for those who didn't see. No. We're talking to those who didn't see. I cut Allison's hair yesterday, and she's going to do the reveal of that haircut. But first, we're talking to Suzanne of Windsor, Connecticut. Well, we didn't want to say her full name because we're saying where she lives. I'll bleep that part out because Suzanne, we want to do Friends and Family Friday, and Suzanne was like an honorary big sister aunt, dear friend of our family's, and we visited her a year ago and discovered she lives in a Hallmark town. And I don't mean she lives in a Hallmark town like, oh, that's so Hallmark cute. I mean, literally they film in her area, and it is Hallmark-esque, and she has some great stories about her Hallmark town, and that's coming up right now. Now you can press it soon.
My glasses are fogging up. How have you guys been?
We're doing well. Well, Suzanne is like a family member to us. We've known you since, as we said before, we've known you since we were 2 or 3 years old. So
Cinnamon used to steal my my high heels and walk around the house in them, and then it got to the point where they would fit. So I tried on your bathrobe. I think it was your bathrobe I tried on. It almost fit, and you never stole anything that I wore again around the house.
We were like, we visited Windsor a couple times, but most recently last autumn, so about a year ago.
Yeah.
And seeing the quaintness and charm of Windsor was like walking into a Hallmark movie. And getting to meet really interesting, colorful characters that add so much personality. And we said this several times to you, Suzanne, that it feels like you could make a movie based on Windsor.
I mean, it's cute and it's quaint and it's lovely, but there's also this house in town that was based on arsenic and old lace. That house is in this town.
It is a creepy vibe. It's also because isn't Windsor in competition with another nearby town?
Oldest. But we actually are the oldest town. Weathersfield. I'm told there's an area that's very charming as well, and I'm sure it is because Hallmark has filmed there. Because we get little blurbs in the paper where Hallmark is in Connecticut and shooting.
And you live in a historic landmark, or your home. Yeah. That's not haunted.
We don't have a ghost, but our neighbor has a ghost. We were chit-chatting, and I said something like, first I said I was bummed that we didn't have a ghost, then I realized if we did have a ghost, I would be, walking on eggshells all the time.
Our next thought is, they really seem to play up the fun little small town characters and the citizens. And when we came to visit you almost a year ago, we were not disappointed. We met some of the most interesting people. Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the people we got to meet?
Well, you met Mayor Trinks, who's the longest running mayor probably anywhere. And he owns Bart's, which is like a hot dog stand.
Yes.
And I think it's so funny that on a weekend, your mayor will make you an egg sandwich. I mean, that to me is...
We met him at the grill. And he's...
Yeah, you met him at the grill. Yeah. But I think it's so cool that a mayor is serving you a sandwich that you ordered, making and serving you. And his wife is next to him. Huh?
He really is a public servant.
Touche. Yes. Yeah, and it's a good egg sandwich too.
Wasn't there also, isn't there a singing dentist in the town as well? Like
yeah, he's still singing.
And we also met the preacher, Reverend Chet.
Yeah, he's very talented. He makes his own chocolates and sells them in the church. You had some.
Yes, to use the money for the food bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you had the your friend who owns an antique store.
Yeah, Sharon.
Has people married in the antique store.
Yeah, well, they sell antique jewelry. What better way to offer a complete package? And, here, buy a ring and get married all in one place. You really are the inspiration for
very much so.
Our idea to want to return to a Hallmark life. Every time we visit you, we love the charm. The life you're living is so charming, so quaint.
Oh,
very inspirational. Especially right now in the times we're in. I just think plugging into a community like the Windsor community is such an admirable thing.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, it's funny when I do see, I know they film in British Columbia a lot, and when I do watch the shows, the thing about Hallmark is like a lot of the British mystery series like Poirot that we watch. And the reason being is I've never seen such beautiful set designs and beautiful shots as I have in the Hallmark series. I haven't anywhere. And the sets tell you more about the character. The sets keep you glued. And it just amazes me. Whoever is their set designer, whoever brings in the work does a phenomenal job.
We can't wait to come back to Windsor. We hope we have a camera crew the next time we're there.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Oh, it's so fun to talk to someone who actually is living that Hallmark life that we aspire for, which I guess, fingers crossed, where we're living now, if they lift up the restrictions, I think
it looks like it's very Hallmark-esque, but we can only tell through the windows.
We moved here during the summer, and it's this little mountain town, so we're hoping that we get to see some Hallmark Christmas moments.
We're hoping for snow.
But thank you, Suzanne, as always. And now we get to reveal Allison's haircut. But first, we're going to roll clip.
Follow the tape
so quickly.
Follow the tape exactly to exactly what the video says. Please don't get creative and don't think about the cameras.
I'm not trying to be creative, Al. Why are my bangs? I can't hear what she's saying. Now I gotta go back.
Apex is about see where her hair naturally parts.
So now.
Wait, Cindy, do that carefully. Should we do it a second time? Just make sure you got
Allison, Al.
Cindy, just do it one more time.
Literally, it looks perfect. Stop it. Perfect.
What's perfect?
The line that I drew.
Is it very straight?
I
feel like
very straight.
You're moving frenetically and quickly.
I feel like you are over-directing. Why don't you let this be the Cinnamon show and it's okay if you say nothing.
Listen, we can...
Shh. I have to hear what she's saying. I feel like this is very important.
Okay, just go slowly here. Take a minute. Then take a minute.
I am taking many minutes.
Your hands are moving so quick.
Allison. Where they're parting is, so it's not like straight back over here. So I'll do a little bit diagonal back. You guys can see it kind of goes into...
Don't. Just be very still. I'm doing parts and whatnot.
I wonder if we need to do like a protective wax coat on the porch before the snow.
I was thinking the same thing because it's looking rough.
It looks, and that's just after a summer.
And that's just after a summer.
Oh dear. Wait a minute.
What?
Was that cutting?
No.
Oh.
Allison.
I thought I heard cutting right by my earlobe. I'm joking. I was like, what's that?
Allison.
Oh.
Did you watch The Bachelorette this week?
Other than the time I watched it with you.
Well, Allison, if I were your salon person, I would know that, would I?
Okay. Yes, I did. Did you see it?
That was crazy, right?
Wow. Speaking of letting go, I'm letting go of inches of hair. I feel like that's pretty brave. Pretty brave.
A little bit lower, you guys can kind of see that occipital bone. And one way that you can
I'm gonna Google occipital bone real quick.
I've watched this video so many times. I'm just doing this.
Okay.
It's the part where the...
Okay, good. Occipital bone.
You guys can see here's kind of my comb is on that flat plane, and here's the other.
And I just know the occipital bone from because I was in a car accident and I had whiplash, and that word was used quite a bit.
It's slightly a little bit lower, but I'm happy with that.
Nice. Very nice and straight. I'm just gonna do some...
I noticed we're not checking out the YouTube anymore. Do you just feel, are you winging it or what's happening?
I feel like this is the part that's going to be sped up. So I feel like it's not really, there's not going to be a lot of dialogue.
No. Now I'm not even worried about that part. I mean, you're not listening to the YouTube. They're like, where's the instruction?
Oh, well, she said because she was like, do this inch by inch. And then she fast forwards to the sides. I'm not ready for the sides. You get so much hair, I'm doing inch by inch.
Inch by inch. Let me just tell you a little something. Often I notice when I'm getting my hair cut, this inch by inch part, I'm really worried about the right side of the porch. I just feel like it just needs wax. It needs a nice wax on, wax off. Okay. Now what's happening now? Just talk me through it. Is it like you're using your baseline to help measure the other ones and then you like cut to meet it? What if you accidentally cut your baseline? Did you worry about that?
Yeah, it's happened a couple times.
That's why you
might have noticed your haircut's getting shorter and shorter, and we just keep working
Cinnamon,
with that.
Sin. Take a deep breath.
You take a deep breath.
I'm not taking a deep breath. I'm hyperventilating. What do you mean it's getting shorter?
Even as you say that, you're freaking me out. Just calm down.
Here, I'm gonna tuck my head.
Yeah, you're gonna move your head right in the middle of me cutting, so that's what's happening. Head back, so I can keep seeing.
Head
no,
back?
not all the way. No.
How many inches do you think you took off so far? You've taken off
about a foot. Baseline now. Your hair is like bone dry now.
Oh, I honestly thought you said, what's texturizing?
Never said that.
Before we started filming.
Nope, that's not true.
Because
you just saying
I said
you shouldn't make me angry when I'm about to cut your hair out.
Have the birds been eating, or have the little critters been eating the acorns that we brought them? We went hiking yesterday and we brought a bag full
a little bit because I cut my hand accidentally. All right, back, got a little bandage, and now where did your hair go?
My hair?
No, but I mean the stuff I was working on. Ironically, the family has made me promise never to cut my own bangs again. Do you remember that? Your hair dries so quickly.
Fine they are. They've got like a little black, like a white stripe with black on either side of it. Oh, this is the part where you hold the two strands in.
Okay.
Not straight?
No, we're getting there.
Oh, we're getting there.
Ow, I'm doing it in stages.
Okay.
Make sure that we're maintaining some of this weight.
Sin, why did you say that?
I just cut myself again. We're going to
Sin, what's happening?
Again, same thing.
The scissors are sharp. Okay. Done and done.
Feels good just to have. Oh, sorry, Sin. I'm sorry.
All right. Without further ado, this is the drum roll.
I'm so nervous.
Now, keep in mind, Allison's seen it. She's nervous to show you guys. She's not nervous to see it. She's seen it.
I'm nervous it's going to be flattened by the hat and it's going to look different.
This is the first time I've given anyone a haircut since I was 4 years old, and you guys be the judge. Like, I think I did pretty well.
I'm actually very happy with it. We've had a few debates about whether I should go in and try to do, what is it called when you do point cutting and try to layer the bottoms?
We haven't debated. Allison wants to, and I keep saying.
I'm happy. This is how I normally look, guys, when it's not a pandemic. I have the short hair.
First of all, though, can you just turn around for a second? Just like I got it so, like I don't think you know I did layering here. Like I've never given anyone a haircut in my life. Like that's.
I'm very.
I told intense, right?
She's pretty good. She's my hair cutter now.
I said I'd never again. I said never again. Too stressful. Too stressful.
I gave Sin a real hard time, but. All in good fun.
During the haircut.
Look at this. I'm very happy. Very happy.
It's very stressful.
Look at these layers. I do want to go in just a little bit here, Sin, and try to thin. Doesn't that look a little too? I don't know. I love it. I love it. So,
I would say that's.
I love it. I love it. So, but this is how we normally look: long hair, short hair. Allison, Cinnamon. Have a great weekend.